So, welcome back. I think this is probably going to be one of the last videos for at least tonight's recording session. Um, I say think because I honestly don't know how many more I will do. I get kind of lost in both the recording and the editing process. So, in general, what I'll do is I'll just record until I run out of either stuff to say or it just starts to feel like I'm making up words just to keep talking. Um, Sometimes I'll make up words to talk because it can be uncomfortable to talk. So you're trying to find how to transition into that next sort of topic. Um, so yeah, that that can be a thing. So the last thing I want to talk about for today is an all right topic, I guess. I mean, it's going to be kind of controversial because it's going to be about parenting. So I personally think that most people that are trying to parent are doing the best that they can, right? So if you see somebody outside and they're trying to not use corporal punishment, they're trying to use corporal punishment. They're giving their kids timeouts. They're letting their kids watch tablets. They're letting their kids watch TV. They don't ever let their kids watch TV at all. They teach their kids multiple languages. They want to teach their kid how to dance, how to swim, whatever it is that you're doing as parenting. Okay. The love and support that you give your child is obviously of the utmost importance. Supporting the person that they are, trying to help build them into the person that they'll become. Like, that's super important. And as they're developing, there's a lot of stuff that they may not know. So your kid might go through phases. They want to do swimming. They want to do piano. They want to do gymnastics. They want to do hockey, what have you. So as a parent, it's your responsibility because, they're still younger. They can jump back and forth between different topics very easily. You kind of try and guide them on, okay, here are the things that can happen. And also, I mean, there's obviously a time and like a financial aspect to it. So if your child wants to do, let's say, I don't know, football after school or basketball or something that will require them to do stuff after school, but they have siblings and you don't have someone who can watch the siblings all the time, that they have practices, or they want to go and swim, and then you don't have siblings like caretakers that can watch their other siblings. You may not be able to do that financially. You may not be able to do that. What I would argue is that as a parent, really the only job that you have is to care for your child and to give them a safe space to grow and develop. Because a lot of the things I remember as a kid learning and activities and stuff that I did that I don't do now. Like it wasn't like a childhood passion that I grew up in and I was like, oh my God, I gotta keep doing this. So the support, that's the biggest thing. Now, yes, your kid's gonna have tantrums. Your kid's gonna have moments where they're not sleeping properly. They're, refusing to eat their vegetables. They, find out about the cursing and R-rated movies and scary movies. They're having nightmares and stuff. Or they're being inappropriate. They're having too much attitude when they're talking. As a parent, I think that you get into this idea of I'm the adult. I know. You just do as I say, not as I do, right? I remember that as a kid, hearing that idea and being like, how dare parents say they don't get what I'm going through. And now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm going to say because you got to just do what I'm telling you to do. It is hard sometimes to step back and think about the fact that if someone were to tell you that now, like say your boss told you that, like, just do what I'm saying, you may not complain to your boss, right? So you understand that having that kind of fight back and forth with your boss may not be productive. But you may go to your coworkers, or your friends, and then you'll let them have it. Oh, I can't believe my boss told me that, Mondays are the days that we have to, come in and work through all our X, Y, and Z projects. And they know that that's a midweek thing. And how could they think that? That's crazy. They know that, it's inefficient to do it that way. And you complain all you want to your friends. Your kids may not get that yet, right? They may not get that filter. There we go. That filter that you have as an adult, right? To not kind of, I want to say back talk because I don't want to say it like your boss is your parent. But you get what I'm saying, like to not just have that immediate visceral reaction, like, "Ah, how dare you," and then you're just kind of responding back. I'm not saying I'm perfect with it. I still get upset if my kid says something back to me, but it is something that I'm working on. It is something I would challenge anyone who's watching who's a parent or thinking about becoming a parent. If you're thinking about becoming a parent, I'd say talk to some people who are parents first. Uh, Not to discourage you, just or babysit your friends' kids or something, or just go over when their kids are awake, and see the routines and stuff of the day to day, and do it more than one. Don't just do like the fun times where it's like a celebration, like a birthday or Christmas or Thanksgiving. Go just like a normal weekday, and you catch up when something happened in school that really upset. Go when you'll see the full them, right? But I would challenge the parents to think about, not to say to change how you address things, right? Because I'm not saying I know any better, but what I would challenge, because it's a challenge I'm giving myself, is even if you say something to your kid, if you realize that there's maybe a different way to handle it, to be honest with them about it. Your kid's going to know if you do something wrong, right? So the idea of, if I say that I did something wrong, then that's going to undermine my authority as a parent. It won't. It won't. Right? It won't. It doesn't undermine your authority to admit that you've done something wrong. But I would challenge to have that conversation, to have an open dialogue, not to say to your child, say whatever you want, do whatever you want, I'm treating you as an equal, but to let them know that these are feelings that they're potentially going to have all their life, and to give them a way to cope with it that isn't just internalizing, that isn't just, self-destructive behavior, right? So that's my challenge to everyone. This is a very short video. That's just my challenge. This is a parent challenge. If you're not a parent, challenge for your pets. If you don't have pets, a challenge for your plants. If you don't have pants, if you don't have plants, pets, or children, a challenge would be with work. To think about what you're going through with work, right? Think about what your boss is going through, what their situation, like the same way you have stuff that you're going through in your life. Your boss is going through stuff, they have stuff they're going through in their life. They have the stuff that's trickling down to them, right? Because they have a boss. And then they're just kind of giving that information to you. I would challenge you to think about all that stuff, take a second to step back, process it, and just think about how that situation can be viewed differently, right? To get a more positive outcome. Like if it's negative, obviously if you're having nothing but positive outcome, you and your kids do nothing but sing songs every day, and your kids go to sleep without any question, like they put themselves to bed, like just all that fun stuff, then great. The challenge isn't for you, and I challenge you to with a pet or something else. But it's just a challenge. I was thinking about it because I know that it's something that I'm working on with my children, because I took a very you just listen approach, and knowing how I would react to that, like at a young age, like how I would react to you just do it because I'm the parent. Parents aren't infallible. We make mistakes all the time. So that's my challenge to you. Comment below if you're gonna do the challenge with your pet, with your kids. If it's just a personal challenge of you looking at the different perspective when it comes to work, that's the challenge. And comment below. Again, comment below. Tell me who the person is that you're either going to be trying to have the conversation with, and yes, you can talk to your pets. Have the conversation with when you get another perspective on a situation when it goes poorly, and just let me know how it goes.